A small roadside diner. Yellow lights glow softly through the foggy windows. Inside, a black man sits alone at a corner table. His dinner is simple. Soup, bread, nothing more. His dark brown skin catches the warm light as he stares at the empty chair across from him. Then he sighs, his broad shoulders heavy with memory. The door opens. Cold wind rushes in. A young black woman stands there with a boy, maybe 6 years old. Both are soaked from the rain. Her dark curls are plastered to her face, and the child's brown eyes are wide with exhaustion and hunger. She speaks quietly, her voice barely above a whisper. "I'm sorry to ask. My son's hungry. Can we stay a while, just to warm up?" The man nods, his expression softening. He pulls out a chair. "Please, sit. No one should eat alone tonight." His name is Daniel Hayes. He's 40 years old, a single dad, a mechanic at a local garage. His wife died 3 years ago. Cancer. It happened fast, too fast. Their daughter Sophie is 9 now. She's staying with her grandparents this week. Daniel needed space, time to think, time to breathe. But mostly, he just feels alone. Every night, he comes to this diner, the Lantern Diner. Always the same table, always the same meal. Soup and bread. He orders 2 sets of silverware. One for him, one for the memory of her. It's a habit he can't break, a ritual that keeps him tethered to something that's gone. Tonight was supposed to be like every other night. Quiet. Forgettable. Then the door opened. The woman's name is Amara Brooks. She's 29, a single mother running from a past she won't talk about yet. Her ex-husband was violent. His hands left bruises that took weeks to fade. His words left scars that may never heal. She left with nothing but her son and $23 in her pocket. The boy's name is Caleb. He's 6, skinny, polite. Too polite for a kid his age. Even now, standing wet and shivering, he whispers, "Thank you," when Daniel points to the chair. Amara sits slowly. She doesn't make eye contact. She's embarrassed, ashamed maybe. "We just need to warm up," she says quietly. "We won't bother you long." Daniel looks at them, really looks. The boy's shoes are torn, held together with duct tape. His jacket is too thin for this weather. Amara's hands are shaking, not from cold, from something deeper. Fear, maybe. Exhaustion, definitely. Daniel waves over the waitress, a middle-aged black woman named Rita who's worked here for 20 years. 2 more bowls of soup, grilled cheese for the kid, hot chocolate too. Amara's eyes go wide. "Sir, we can't." "You're not," Daniel says simply. "I am." Caleb looks up at his mom, his face lighting up like it's Christmas morning. "Can I really, Mom?" Amara's voice cracks. "Yes, baby, you can." The food comes quickly. Caleb eats like he hasn't seen a meal in days, because he hasn't. Amara tries to eat slowly, with dignity. But Daniel sees her hands tremble as she lifts the spoon. He sees the way she closes her eyes when the first warm bite hits her tongue, like it's a prayer answered. "When did you last eat?" Daniel asks gently. She hesitates. "Yesterday morning, a gas station muffin. We split it." Daniel's chest tightens. He knows hunger, not like this. But he knows what it means to lose everything. He knows what it means to feel the world closing in. "Where are you staying tonight?" Amara looks down. "We'll figure it out. Maybe the shelter downtown, if they have space." Daniel knows that shelter. It's full every night. And it's not safe. He's heard stories. He doesn't say anything yet. Just watches Caleb laugh at something Rita said. It's the first time Daniel has heard a child laugh in this diner in 3 years. It sounds like life returning to a place that had forgotten what life sounded like. Amara notices the second set of silverware, the untouched napkin, the empty chair Daniel keeps glancing at. "You were waiting for someone?" Daniel nods slowly, his dark eyes distant. "I was. She's in heaven now." The table goes quiet. Then Caleb, with the innocent wisdom only kids have, says softly, "Maybe she's watching us eat together. My grandma's in heaven too. Mom says she still sees us." Daniel feels something break inside him, not in a painful way, in a way that lets light back in after years of darkness. He looks at Amara. "Your boy's smart." She smiles for the first time, and it transforms her whole face. Too smart sometimes. Daniel pays the bill without asking. He leaves a big tip. Rita knows his story, knows what tonight means. As they stand to leave, Amara's voice is barely a whisper. "Thank you. We'll pay you back someday." Daniel shakes his head. "You already did. You reminded me why I'm still here." They don't leave right away. Daniel doesn't know why he says it. Maybe it's the cold outside. Maybe it's the way Caleb keeps looking at the dessert menu with longing in his eyes. "Stay a little longer." It's freezing out there. Amara hesitates, but Caleb's already sitting back down, hope written across his small face. Rita brings apple pie, 3 slices. Daniel ordered them without asking. Caleb takes a bite and his whole face lights up. "Mom, it tastes like Grandma's." Amara smiles, a real smile this time. "Grandma made the best pie." Past tense. Daniel notices. "Is she?" Amara nods. "She passed 2 years ago. Stroke. After that, things got harder, a lot harder." Daniel understands. Loss has a way of unraveling everything else. When Lena died, his whole world collapsed. The bills didn't stop coming, but his ability to care about them did. If it wasn't for Sophie, he's not sure he would have survived those first months. They eat slowly. The lantern diner is nearly empty now. Just them and the hum of the old refrigerator in the back, the soft clatter of Rita cleaning up. Caleb starts talking the way kids do when they finally feel safe. He tells Daniel about his favorite cartoon, about the frog he caught last summer, about how he wants to be a firefighter when he grows up. "Because firefighters save people," Caleb says proudly, his brown eyes shining. Daniel smiles. It's small, but it's real. The first real smile he's felt in weeks. "That's a good reason, little man." Amara watches Daniel carefully. She notices things. The way he listens to Caleb like every word matters. The way his eyes soften when Caleb laughs. The way he still keeps glancing at that empty chair like he's checking if she's there. "You have kids?" she asks. "A daughter, Sophie. She's 9. Staying with my in-laws this week." "Does she look like you?" Daniel pulls out his phone, shows her a photo. A little black girl with natural hair pulled into 2 puffs, a gap-toothed smile, eyes full of mischief and joy. She looks like her mom. Amara sees the pain flicker across his face, quick but deep. "I'm sorry." "How long has it been?" 3 years, 2 months, 16 days. The precision of it breaks her heart. "I'm sorry." Daniel shrugs. Everyone's sorry. But sorry doesn't bring her back. So I just keep going. For Sophie. She needs me, even when I don't know what I'm doing. There's a long silence, comfortable somehow. Then Amara notices something. The burn scar on Daniel's left hand. It's old, faded, but still visible, stretching from his wrist to his knuckles. How did that happen? Daniel looks down at his hand, like he'd forgotten it was there. Fire. About 12 years ago. I worked in a restaurant kitchen back then, before I became a mechanic. Grease fire got out of control. 3 people were trapped in the back. Amara's eyes widen. You went in after them? Someone had to. Did you get them out? Yeah, all three. One of them was the dishwasher. Kid was only 17. He's a chef now, has his own place downtown. Sends me a card every Christmas. Caleb's eyes are huge. You're a hero. Daniel shakes his head quickly. No, I'm just a guy who didn't think. I just moved. But Amara sees it differently. You saved people back then, she says softly. Tonight you saved us. Daniel looks uncomfortable with the praise. I just bought dinner. But you gave us more than food. You gave us dignity. You didn't look at us like we were... Her voice cracks on the last word. Like we were less. Daniel's throat tightens. You're not less. You're just in a hard spot. We all end up there sometimes. I was there. I am there some days. Amara wipes her eyes quickly. She doesn't want Caleb to see her cry, but Daniel sees. He changes the subject. Where are you from originally? Ohio, small town. You wouldn't know it. What brought you here? Amara's face darkens. I was trying to get away. Somewhere he wouldn't find us. Your ex? She nods, her jaw tight. Daniel doesn't push. He knows some stories need time. Instead, he asks Caleb, what's your favorite subject in school, buddy? Reading. I'm on level 3. That's great, man. You like stories? Yeah. Mom reads to me every night. Even when we don't have a house. The innocence of it guts both adults. Amara looks at Daniel, her voice dropping. We've been staying in the car for 4 days. I lost my job 2 weeks ago, waitressing. The owner said I took too many sick days. But Caleb had the flu and I couldn't leave him. Daniel's jaw tightens. So he fired you for being a mom? Basically, that's garbage. Amara laughs bitterly. Yeah, but it's reality. Daniel thinks for a moment, then pulls out his phone. You looking for work? Desperately. But most places want references, an address, things I don't have right now. My buddy owns a bakery 2 blocks from my garage. He's always looking for help. Early mornings, but good pay. And he doesn't ask questions. Amara's eyes well up. You do that? I'm doing nothing. I'm just making a call. He steps outside. Amara watches him through the window, this stranger who appeared out of nowhere, talking on the phone, gesturing, then nodding. He comes back inside, his expression warm. You start tomorrow. 5 a.m. He'll train you. Amara can't speak. She just covers her mouth with her hand, tears streaming down her face. Caleb hugs Daniel's leg. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Daniel crouches down to Caleb's level. You're welcome, buddy. Take care of your mom, okay? She's pretty great. Caleb nods seriously. I know. She's the best. Daniel stands, looks at Amara. But you still need a place to sleep tonight. Amara shakes her head. You've done enough. We'll be fine. You'll freeze in that car. We have blankets. Amara. The way he says her name, firm but kind, makes her stop. Let me help. Why? She whispers. You don't even know us. Daniel looks at the empty chair, then back at her. Because someone should have helped me when I needed it, and no one did. I don't want to be that person. Would you share your table with a stranger? They leave the Lantern Diner together. The rain has stopped, but the cold cuts through everything. Daniel walks them to his truck, an old Ford, well-maintained despite its age. Get in, I'll drive you. Amara hesitates at the passenger door. Drive us where? Daniel pulls out a set of keys, old brass, worn smooth from years of use. I have an apartment. It's small, nothing fancy. But it's been sitting empty for 8 months. Why? Because I couldn't let it go. It was our first place, mine and Lena's. before Sophie, before the house, before everything. Amara shakes her head. Daniel, we can't. It's just sitting there, collecting dust, costing me money every month. You'd actually be doing me a favor. That's not true. Maybe not. But it's warm, and it's safe, and your boy needs sleep. Caleb is already half asleep against Amara's side. She looks down at him, then back at Daniel. I don't take charity. Daniel's voice is firm but gentle. Then don't. Call it a trade. You bring life back into a place that's been dead too long. We can't pay rent. I'm not asking you to. Just keep it clean. Make it feel like a home again. That's payment enough. Why are you doing this? Daniel looks at her, really looks at her. Because 3 years ago, when Lena died, I stood in a hospital parking lot at 2 a.m. with a screaming baby and no idea what to do. And a nurse I'd never met gave me her phone number, told me to call anytime, day or night. And I did, dozens of times. She saved me. His voice cracks. I never got to thank her properly. She moved away. I lost the number. But I think about her every day. So maybe this is me paying it forward. Maybe that's how it works. Amara is crying now, her shoulders shaking. I'll pay you back somehow, I swear. I know you will, but not with money. Just be okay. That's enough. They drive in silence, the city lights blurring past. The apartment is on the 2nd floor of an old building. The stairs creak. The hallway smells like old wood and dust. Daniel unlocks the door. The apartment is small, 1 bedroom, a tiny kitchen, a couch that's seen better days. But it's clean and it's warm. Amara walks in slowly, like she's afraid it'll disappear if she moves too fast. Caleb wakes up enough to whisper, "Is this ours?" "For now, baby. For now." Daniel shows her how the heater works, where the hot water switch is. He opens the fridge. "I'll bring groceries tomorrow. For tonight, there's canned soup in the cabinet. Crackers. Not much, but it's perfect," Amara says, her voice thick with emotion. Daniel nods. Amara walks around the small living room. Then she stops. On the wall, there's a photo, framed. A black woman with kind eyes and a bright smile. She's wearing scrubs, a hospital badge around her neck. Beautiful dark skin, natural hair pulled back, eyes that seem to see right through the camera. Amara's breath catches. She steps closer, stares at the photo. Her hand goes to her mouth. "Daniel?" He looks up from showing Caleb where the bathroom is. "What's wrong?" Amara's voice is barely a whisper. "Your wife. What was her name?" "Lena. Lena Hayes." "Why?" Amara turns to him, tears streaming down her face. "She saved my mother's life." Daniel freezes. "What?" Amara points at the photo with a shaking hand. 10 years ago, my mom had a stroke. We were on vacation, didn't know the area. Rushed her to County General. It was chaos. I was 19, terrified, alone. Her voice breaks. And this nurse, your wife, she held my hand the whole time. 4 hours in the ER. She stayed with me even after her shift ended. She talked to me, calmed me down, helped me understand what the doctors were saying. Daniel can't breathe. Lena did that? She told me her name. I never forgot it. Lena Hayes. I looked for her afterward, to thank her. But she'd transferred to a different hospital. Amara looks at Daniel with wonder in her eyes, tears streaming down her beautiful brown face. Your wife held my hand when my mom died. Daniel sits down heavily on the couch. The room spins. 10 years ago. Lena had just started at County General. She came home that night, exhausted. Told him about a young black girl who'd lost her mother. How scared she was. How Lena couldn't leave her alone. That was Lena, always staying, always caring, always seeing people. And now, a decade later, that same girl is standing in their first apartment with a son, running from her own nightmare. This can't be coincidence, Amara whispers. Daniel shakes his head slowly. Lena believed in signs. Said the universe connects people who need each other. Do you believe that? Daniel looks at Caleb, now curled up on the couch, then at Amara. I didn't, but maybe I should start. They sit in silence for a long moment. Then Amara asks, "Can I tell you something? Anything. When I left my ex, I had no plan, no destination. I just drove. And I kept thinking, kept praying. Please let someone help us. Just one person. That's all I need. One kind person." She looks at Daniel. "And then you pulled out that chair." Daniel's eyes burn with unshed tears. "I almost didn't. I almost told you the table was reserved. Because I was tired of people. Tired of trying. Tired of everything." "What changed your mind?" "Caleb. The way he said thank you before he even sat down. It reminded me of Sophie. How she always thanks everyone. Even when she's scared, even when she's hurting." Amara nods. "Kids see the world different than we do. Yeah, they still believe in good people." Amara stands, walks to Daniel. "You are a good person. I'm just tired." "You're good and tired. Those can both be true." Daniel manages a small smile. The moment is broken by Caleb's sleepy voice. "Mr. Daniel?" Daniel turns. "Yeah, buddy? Are you our guardian angel?" Daniel's throat closes up. He can't speak. Amara answers for him, her voice soft. "Yes, baby, he is." Caleb smiles and closes his eyes again. Daniel stands to leave. "I'll come by tomorrow. Bring food. Check on you." Amara grabs his hand. "Daniel." He stops. "Thank you for seeing us. Not everyone does." Daniel squeezes her hand once. "You're hard to miss." He leaves quietly, walks down the creaky stairs, gets in his truck. And for the first time in 3 years, 2 months and 16 days, Daniel Hayes doesn't feel alone. He feels like Lena is smiling somewhere, watching, proud. He pulls out his phone, texts his mother-in-law. "Bring Sophie home tomorrow. I'm ready." Then he drives home. The radio plays softly. He doesn't turn it off. For once, the silence doesn't hurt. 3 months pass. Amara works at the bakery every morning, 5 a.m. to noon. She's good at it. Fast, reliable, detail-oriented. The owner, Miguel Ortiz, a kind man with a warm smile and flour-dusted apron, gives her a raise after just 6 weeks. Caleb starts school, 2nd grade. He makes friends quickly, his natural kindness drawing other kids to him. Daniel brings Sophie to meet them. The 2 kids become inseparable. Sophie teaches Caleb how to ride a bike. Caleb teaches Sophie how to draw superheroes. Daniel and Amara fall into a rhythm. Tuesday nights, they have dinner together. Sometimes at Daniel's house, sometimes at the apartment. Nothing romantic, just family. The kind neither of them had anymore. But the neighborhood notices. Mrs. Alvarez from across the hall talks to Mrs. Patel at the grocery store. "Did you see Daniel Hayes with that woman and her kid? The quiet mechanic? The one who never talks to anyone?" "That's the one." Suddenly, he's playing dad to some stranger's child. The gossip spreads. At first, it's curiosity. Then it turns mean. "I heard she's taking advantage of him. Poor man lost his wife, and now some woman swoops in. She's probably after his money." Daniel hears it at Hayes Auto and Repair. A customer mentions it while Daniel changes his oil. "Heard you got yourself a new family situation." Daniel doesn't look up. "Heard wrong." Just saying, be careful. Single mothers can be what? Daniel stands, wipes his hands, stares the man down. The customer backs off. Nothing, forget it. Yeah, I thought so. But Daniel tells Amara about it that night. She's embarrassed, ashamed. Maybe we should stop the dinners. I don't want people thinking. I don't care what people think. But your reputation? My reputation? Daniel laughs bitterly. You know what my reputation was before you? The lonely mechanic who eats alone every night. The weird dad who won't move on. The guy everyone feels sorry for but nobody actually talks to. Amara is quiet. Daniel's voice softens. You brought life back, not just to that apartment. To me, to Sophie. So let them talk. Amara smiles. You're stubborn. I prefer determined. 2 weeks later, something shifts. Miguel mentions Amara to everyone who comes into the bakery. Best hire I ever made. That woman works harder than anyone I know. The school principal sees how Caleb helps other kids during recess, how he shares his lunch with a boy who forgot his. His mother raised him right. Sophie's teacher meets Daniel at parent-teacher night. Sophie's happier, more confident. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Slowly, the whispers change. Mrs. Alvarez sees Daniel helping Amara carry groceries up the stairs. She tells Mrs. Patel, you know, that's actually sweet. He's a good man. The customer who questioned Daniel comes back to Hayes Auto and Repair. Hey, I owe you an apology about what I said. Daniel nods. Accepted. You're doing a good thing, helping that family. I'm not helping them, we're helping each other. By month 4, Amara has saved enough to buy a small commercial oven. She starts baking on weekends, cookies, cakes, pies. She sells them at the farmer's market. Daniel builds her a display table in his garage. One Saturday, she hangs a sign. Amara's table, for those who need warmth. A woman stops by, elderly, black, hunched over, wearing a worn coat. How much for the apple pie? Amara looks at her, really looks. Worn coat, thin gloves, tired eyes. For you, free. Oh, I couldn't. Amara hands it to her. Please, someone gave me a meal when I needed it. I'm just passing it forward. The woman's eyes fill with tears. Bless you, dear. Daniel watches from nearby. He doesn't say anything, just smiles. Because this is what Lena would have done. And somehow, through this woman he met in a diner, Lena's kindness keeps living. The table he thought would stay empty forever is full again, not with grief, with life. 1 year later, December 23rd. Amara's table is now a real shop, small, right next to Hayes Auto and Repair. The sign reads, Amara's Table. Warm meals, warm hearts. Tonight they're hosting something special, a free Christmas dinner for anyone who needs it. The homeless, the lonely, the struggling. Daniel and Amara spent weeks preparing. Miguel donated bread. The local church donated tables. Even Mrs. Alvarez and Mrs. Patel volunteered to serve. 50 people show up. Families, veterans, elderly folks, single parents. They fill every seat. Caleb and Sophie hand out cookies shaped like stars. Amara stands at the front. Her voice shakes a little. A year ago, I walked into a diner with my son. We were hungry, scared, lost. She looks at Daniel. And a stranger pulled out a chair. He didn't just feed us, he gave us hope. He reminded us that good people still exist. The room is silent. Tonight, we want to do the same for all of you. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You matter. Applause fills the room. Daniel stands next to her. My wife believed that kindness creates chains. One person helps another. Then that person helps someone else, and it keeps going. His voice catches. She was right, because Amara helped me as much as I helped her. She reminded me how to live again. More applause. They served the meal together. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, pie. People laugh, share stories, connect. Later, after everyone has left, Daniel and Amara clean up. Caleb and Sophie are asleep on the bakery couch, exhausted, happy. Amara turns to Daniel. Thank you. For what? For pulling out that chair. Daniel smiles. Thank you for asking if you could stay. They stand there, side by side, not quite touching, but close. Amara speaks softly. Do you think she knows? Lena? Daniel looks up through the window at the stars. Yeah, I think she does. And I think she's smiling. Me too. Amara leans her head on his shoulder, just for a moment. Daniel doesn't move away. Outside, snow begins to fall. The street is empty, quiet. But inside, there's warmth and light, and the kind of family that isn't built by blood, but by choice, by kindness, by showing up. Sometimes the table we set for loneliness ends up feeding love instead. And the empty chairs we think will stay empty forever, they fill up, not with who we lost, but with who we needed to find. Lena taught him that everyone deserves a seat, everyone deserves warmth, everyone deserves to be seen. So they keep pulling out chairs, they keep sharing meals, they keep showing up, because that's what it means to be human. That's what it means to live, not alone, but together. The camera pulls back. The bakery glows against the snowy night. The sign shines bright. Amara's table, warm meals, warm hearts. And inside, two families become one. Subscribe if you believe no one should ever have to eat alone.